Hi all, Hipper here. Now I've finally made my way to my favorite ship in this game, which is Tashkent, and I've added the Azure Lane Baltimore inspiration onto my Makarov build, and it has upped the rudder shift quite considerably from 1.7 seconds to 1.4 seconds. And am I happy with that result? Yeah, I'm happy with it. Do I feel it in the game as much as I thought? No, not really. So you can see here we have the rudder shift down to 1.4 and a maneuverability of 94. Now I'm probably going to leave this Baltimore inspiration on my Tashkent build though, because I am pretty sure I'm going to need it when the Khabarovsk legendary destroyer comes out in my case in probably about a week. So there's no point switching back and forth because I know Khabarovsk will need it because its rudder is much slower than Tashkent. So I'm just going to stick with this one commander for both of them, I think. So this is a battle here with the full rudder build. And yeah, the rudder is fast and the ship is really agile and flexible. But I don't really feel that extra rudder there. And that is a general theme. When you get below 2 seconds, it's hard to notice like a further decrease in rudder time. So I'm tempted to say that probably 1.7, 1.9 seconds. That's the maximum of where a rudder makes sense. Lower than that, yeah, you get into an area of diminishing returns, and I'm not sure it's worth it. It's the same case with Wichita. I mean, it already has 1.9 second rudder, and you put the Baltimore commander on as an inspiration, it goes down to 1.5. And yeah, it's super fast rudder, but I'm having trouble feeling that extra half a second there. I don't think it for a ship, like I said before, with a ship that has a rudder below 2 seconds already, I don't think you're gonna get much extra agility out of the Baltimore commander. It's better for like in this case cruisers who have a rudder shift of about 3 seconds or even higher, but no more than 4 seconds, because then they're not agile anyway. So I'd say the sweet spot for the Baltimore commander is if you have a rudder between 2.5 seconds to 3.5 seconds. That seems to be where like she really makes a difference. I need to do some more testing, but so far that's what I find. Oh, I love bullying Wichitas in Tashkent. It's actually probably one of the reasons I really love this ship, is the ability to absolutely just play Wichitas, and it's a lot of fun. Like usually, a Wichita doesn't really have anything to fear from anyone, except for Tashkent, because I don't care about the radar. I'm always perma-spotted anyway, and I don't care about your 8-second reload, because I can easily outmaneuver the shells. And once you get into that, like, Wichita doesn't really have anything left. So it's just a matter of time. If you HE it a lot, you will get it, just like that. I know I didn't kill that one, but I got the final blow on it. So, we've got this cap, and we are going to push on towards B now. So if you notice how quickly the ship changes direction, like it is very handy and it is very flexible. But 1.7 rudder versus 1.9, yeah, you don't really feel much there. It's funny because if you go from a 2.7 rudder to a 2.5 rudder, you will definitely feel a difference. So that's why I'm saying that perhaps after 2 seconds, you get into such marginal improvements that it's just hard to register. I don't know. Like I said, I need to play around with it more. But I mean, it certainly doesn't hurt your agile builds, that's for sure. But is it worth it over a more useful inspiration, for example? Like, I had to give up Sims on Tashkent here. That gave me another another few thousand hit points. And is that worth it on Tashkent? Probably not, no. So I would probably switch back to Sims, except for the fact that I'm just waiting a week or so until Khabarovsk is in my port, and then I'm certain I'm going to be using this build here. So until then I'm just gonna leave him on, see what happens. So here we've got the enemies pushed back nicely, and everybody seems to be going for B, which is very rare actually. I thought I was going to be out here by myself capping it, but no way, there's 2 battleships out here with me, and that's pretty rare. Now I am going more than 40 knots, and I'm struggling to keep in front of my team so I'll be able to spot for them. So now I am upping my speed here. These guys are really aggressive, and they are just pushing, which is good. I love that. But I do have to cap before we we push ahead, guys. So that's done now, and then we're going to turn our attention on A. And it seems like we have the whole enemy team parked down here somewhere. There we have a Yudachi there, to see if we can't take that guy out. So now we'll just line up for when he comes around the island, and we'll be able to take him out pretty painlessly. And there he is. And it's just one salvo, and he's pretty much gone already. So away with him. So with that guy out of the way, my battleships have nothing stopping them now. So I'm just gonna pop my smoke and sit here and help them like whittle these guys down, especially this Azuma here. I mean, it's not much of a threat. It doesn't have torps, it doesn't have radar, but it does have sonar though, so so they've all taken up defensive positions over here, and yeah, that would make sense if you owned more than a third of the map, but you don't, so like these guys will have to push or they will lose the game. But they don't seem like they want to push. As you can see, I'm using widespread because I have 3 torpedo launchers, so I can pretty much saturate this whole area here, and this Azuma has nowhere to go. Now we are going to head down to this side here because my battleships are taking the route up here. Oh, that was the Azuma right there. Away with him. So now this Odin here is retreating, and we're going to try to set a few fires on him to make him reevaluate the situation. And trying to hit as many targets as possible to create confusion and, you know, like just generally annoy people, making them look in odd directions and stuff like that. Got a nice fire on the Iowa, that's all we needed. Let's keep hitting him until he wises up and either shoots at me or takes some kind of cover. Now this is probably one of the reasons I really like Tashkent like that much, because personally I don't think this ship has a counter. Like radar doesn't bother it, torps doesn't bother it. There's really nothing that it can't handle, and the only place it struggles is really like close-up gunfights with other destroyers, because it's so long and it takes a long time to turn, even with a full rudder build. I mean, there's nothing you can do about the turning radius, so it's still not as agile as other destroyers, so they are able to outmaneuver it and then out-torp it. But that is the only downside to this ship, and it is a very small downside if you know what you're doing. Like I don't tend to get like amazing games in Tashkent, but it is a solid performer, and Like I said, I don't know what my win rate is in this ship, but I feel like I win a lot more battles in this ship than anything else I play. That could be down to the fact that it's a destroyer. I don't know. Usually destroyers are easier to win battles in. So, but it is a powerful ship for sure, and it is also like a lot of fun to play. It's so fast, and you have very fast firing guns and hard hitting guns, and turn nicely, and there's never a dull moment in this ship, and that's probably why it's my favorite. So now we get this Vanguard here. We didn't really earn that, but whatever, who's counting, we'll take it anyway. So that's Tashkent with a quad rudder build for you guys, and I like it, but I would probably put Sims back on, to be completely honest with you. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you out there.